for all of you who are rewarded in your early morning rising, would you turn to the other especially worthy people next to you and greet them this morning? I will highlight a few announcements for this morning. This is everybody's birthday today. No matter when your birthday is, when you walked in here today, it became your birthday, and we have cakes. We have lots of different varieties of cake, uh, thanks to courtesy of the coordination of the Loving Hearts Care Team, and many thanks to the volunteers who baked these variety of cakes. So our coffee hour will be especially sweet and celebratory. I also want to mention, if you're on a diet, this is not the week. So you got cake today. Wednesday, you have Wonderful Wednesday. You can still sign up at the front counter. It's the last day to do that. If you wish to come to the 5:30 dinner, there is no cost for the meal. If donations are always welcome. No reservation necessary to attend the presentation at 6:30. And we hope that you'll come. Now, let's see, I can't remember. What was it that the person was talking about? Moral injury, that's right. It was so interesting. And I'm sorry, I think it's like way too early for me to know what's going on. But I know, I hope you all come and enjoy. We have probably only half of what we could actually serve. So do sign up. And then 3.14, Pi Day. March 14th, bake, bid, win, eat. This is fun. We skipped last year, but we're back to enjoying pie with each other and bidding on pies as a fun time and fundraiser. And we hope the chance to eat and enjoy the pies. And I've always loved this event. It's one of the first events we had coming out of COVID that we did live. We had people come and bid on pies and doing it. And as I said, except for skipping last year, we've done this pretty consistently. So I hope you come and do this. You know, there are other things going on, but that's why the update, you can read our emails each week and find out what's going on. But we have two special announcements this morning. And so I invite first Vicki Held to come up to the pulpit and speak.
Good morning. What do you get when a bunch of sheep stand in a circle? Shepherd's pie. And why should you never talk to pie? That's right. Because it goes on and on and on. That is right. Excellent. Excellent. Pi, an irrational number with infinite decimal places, always 3.14. So I was thinking about boys when we did this kind of work in math in high school. So I don't understand pi. So let's make it easier and let's add an E to pi and make it PIE. And let's change 3.14 to March the 14th. That makes it easy, and let's have a pie auction. And like Reverend Bob said, this is our third one. All the proceeds support the grow-getters, and we maintain the church grounds and the gardens. So it allows us to buy things like mulch and new plants and replace plants. We bought a wheelbarrow and that we really needed. And So that's where this money goes. It's this, like Reverend Bob says, this Saturday at 4 o'clock. What we need are pies, really nice, whatever you like to bake, sweet or savory. We also need small things because not everybody wants to buy a whole pie. So if you can make cookies, or you can make smaller pies if you're able to, or tarts, and put them, in a Ziploc bag, a smaller bag, and people can bid on those. That's what we need. Um, because it's Saturday, the church is not open, so we'll be here at 3 o'clock, but we need to have your pies here by 3:30, and that's because we have to set up, and it starts at 4. So if you can just have them here by 3:30, and we'll have a little card for you to fill out that tells who the baker is, what the item is, and the special ingredients like our dietary things, nut-free, dairy-free, gluten-free, whatever, for those who are bidding on them. And we also would ask you just to sign up outside. There's a sheet out there. We don't care what you're bringing, just if you're bringing something, so we have these nice pastry bakery boxes that your pie can go in when you bring them home, so we have to buy those. So if you'll sign up out front. So just have your pies here by 3:30, and it starts at 4, and we will have refreshments, like we have to have pies to taste and other things. Oh, you could also bring a pizza pie. That's different too. If you make pizza at home, that would be good to bring and have it ready to bake, or have it already baked. Somebody goes home and eats it that night. So come, bake, bid, buy, and eat. So hope to see everybody here on Saturday at 4. Thank you.
Thank you, Vicki. You need to come because, as a side note, we were at the Hells last night. It was good food. It was really good food. But that's another issue that I cannot talk about because I'm here today talking about the pledge. Remember, you every once in a while, you should look at your mail, and in that mail, Gary, there should be a packet from the church. And in that packet, there should be a letter signed by this pledge team. We're looking for your money. That's what we're doing. All we're doing is right now is making sure that you got it. And 2, read through it and get that pledge form filled out. This is how we support our church. So please do that. John. John. Our chalice lighting. By the way, I'm Ian Cowie. I'm the worship associate for today. Our chalice lighting is called Opening the Light. The words are on the screen. And if we could read this together, let's see how it goes. Against a uniform dark background, a bright yellow light shines in the upper left of the image. Rays of light and lens flare effects stream from the central light. We light this chalice with an open heart. We light this chalice with resolve. We light this chalice with tears still fresh on our cheeks. We light this chalice in hope, a tiny flame we nurture. We light this chalice with reverence for this place, for these people, for this time. We light this chalice with all our soul's longing to be who we are, to be who we will become, to be ourselves. We light this chalice in self-love, in giving love, in holy love.
For our visitors who are here today, this is the part of the service in which we now realize we don't come into this place empty. We come with joys, we come with sorrows, we come with hopes, we come with fears, and some of these become candles that we light to share in community. I have a couple that I have heard of, and I will also read from the notes that have been left at the front here today. May we have a candle for Wayne Smith, who is suffering from falls as eye issues as a result. And so we light a candle for health and healing for Wayne, and love and support to Barbie for all that they're going through as well. John Austin asks that we light a candle. He says, my son Sean and his wife Laureen are moving to Vietnam on Thursday for a few months, maybe longer. This is a candle of hope for the trip and the visit, that all goes well. Barbara and Michael are happy that their son Alex will finally arrive home on Tuesday. His original flight through Doha was canceled because of the war. So, hope for safe travel and reuniting. This candle is celebrating Carter Hayward's successful hip replacement surgery this week. She is home and recovering nicely, and thanks for your prayers. We continue to send prayers and good thoughts for healing for Carter. And Virginia Watkins lights this candle of celebration. She has a new career opportunity with Friends of DuPont Forest as their development director. And also a candle of concern and asking for prayers as she awaits official results of what may be breast cancer. I know of many others in our community who are going through trials and tribulations, have not yet shared it with the greater congregation. Maybe there's some things of joys or sorrows that those of you who are watching online have in your hearts. Let's light a candle for all those things not yet shared. Spirit of love and life, may the glow of these candles remind us that we are here together, that none of us must suffer alone, nor should we be celebrating our joys all by ourselves. May we live up to the promise of this religion in reaching out to one another and knowing through the glow of these candles the ways in which we are all living life together one day at a time. These prayers we hold in this community. Amen. Blessed be. Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in my heart, all stirs of passion. Come in the wind, rise in the sea. Move in the hand, giving life.
Our opening words are by Reverend Scott Taylor. Reverend Taylor served as a parish minister and denominational leader for 20 years. He was the senior minister for 9 years at Rochester's First Unitarian Church. He now serves as the team leader of Soul Matters and consults with congregations across the country. His piece is titled The Beauty of Just Getting to Be. Let go. Let go of those worries that push you into the future. Let go of your regrets that pull you into the past. Let go of your judgments that focus you on what's missing rather than what's being offered. Let go of your perfected plans that blind you to the wildness of the world. Let go so you can be here, so you can notice, finally, the sweet stillness that wants to lure and love you into the beauty of just getting to be. Come, let us worship together. Please rise as you are able to sing our opening hymn, hymn number 44. We sing of golden mornings. This is new to us, so we're going to have some help with some folks that supposedly know how to sing quite well. John and James.
We sing of golden morning, we sing of sparkling seas, prairies, valleys, mountains, and stately forest trees. We sing of gushing sunshine and light bestowing rain. Birds among the branches, and springtime come again. We sing the heart courageous, the youthful eager mind. We sing of hopes undaunted, of friendly ways and kind. We sing the roses waiting beneath the deep piled snows. We sing the earth's great splendor, whose beauty round us grows.
Time for all ages. Kevin?
Good morning. Hey, my name's Kevin, and I work with the kids here at UUTC. And our Wisdom for All Ages story is a Japanese koan, or a story that is not supposed really to make sense, but is supposed to shock your mind with its illogicalness and bring you to a new way of thinking. Well, many years ago, a new monk had entered into the monastery, and he was hoping to learn and to grow and to do his very best. But not a lot of direction was given to him, and so he was just sort of wandering around, wondering what to do. And one morning, he sees the master of the monastery, and he says, "Joshu, what do I do to gain more enlightenment? What do I do to be my best self here?" And the leader of the monastery thought for a minute and said, "Have you eaten breakfast?" He said, "Well, yes, I have." "Then go wash your bowl." Well, the monk thought for a minute and said, "Is that it? Go wash my bowl?" But the leader said, "What is important is not in the future or around outside of you. What is important is right here and right now. So when you eat, eat fully. And when you wash your bowl fully, for it is in front of you and it is important." And so after that, the monk started trying to live that way. When he ate fully. When he washed his bowl, he washed it fully. When he stepped out onto a beautiful spring day like today, he listened to the birds and enjoyed the spring. And that's how he gained enlightenment. And now we're going to ask Cora to come up with our children's candle, and then we'll sing them out to class.
I know we had the announcement of our pledge drive, but that's not enough. I want to let you know that a member of the congregation I talked to this week who's been giving generously, I said to this member, you know, you're not in a position to keep giving the way you've been giving. And this member said, what? A minister is saying, don't give us money? I said, we understand, and we're here for you. And we will continue, and we have appreciated your generosity. That's really what we're about as a congregation, generosity. And so this moment of time, we talk about generosity, and I invite Virginia Watkins to talk about our charity of the month.
Thank you, Reverend Bob. I'll start by saying I'm honored to be here today to talk to you about this month's recipient, as it has a special place in my heart. We all cherish this magical corner of the world in which we're so blessed to call home. It is our public lands that Mother Nature's brilliance and artistry are on display through every tangled collection of mountain laurel or bioluminescent bug's butt. It is in this, our sacred ground, that we retreat to clear our heads, to quiet our rat race, and refill our spirits with her living air, bird song, rushing waters, and canopied shade. And we are certainly not the only ones who feel called and connected to our public lands here in Transylvania County. In fact, Pisgah Forest is one of the most visited national forests in the entire United States. Our forest provides the gifts of fishing, camping, mountain biking, waterfall admiring, hiking, rock climbing, bird watching, forest bathing for millions of travelers across our nation and beyond. And therein lies the rub. You all well know, especially of late, that our national forests don't have adequate revenue and resources to support this exponential growth in visitation that strains our lands. That's where the Pisgah Conservancy comes in. In profound ways, this organization contributes to the health and sustainability of Pisgah National Forest. These folks give new definition to getting one's hands dirty. Their work is dedicated to a myriad of needs, both for the flora and fauna of the lands and for the safety and experience of the explorer. For the latter, the explorer, the Pisgah Conservancy provides recreational support, visitor information, and education. Their Pisgah River Rangers program every summer now offers river snorkeling experiences to learn about the vast ecosystems thriving under our feet as we are on our hiking trails traversing across creeks and streams. Their annual Pisgah Project Day is one of a kind. In one day, they oversee more than 20 different project sites, and they direct volunteers, now a record-breaking 500 or 600 of them, that are given the opportunity to give back and care for the land that has been loved to death. Side note, this year's Pisgah Project Day is quickly approaching as registration is currently filling up for their April 25th event. So hop onto their website, register this afternoon if you want to contribute. My commercial. As for the needs of the land, the Pisgah Conservancy's dedication is hardly limited to this grandiose single day of leading hundreds of volunteer helping hands. Daily, these folks address watershed improvements, invasive plant removal with 2 staff solely dedicated to this mission, and habitat improvements for our wildlife brothers and sisters. So, it is my honor to invite you to support with me the work that the Pisgah Conservancy does to our beloved public lands. For we all know that the gifts that we receive from the forest are often not returned back to her. Mother Nature's serene wilderness is not to be taken for granted, but rather to be protected and nurtured so that it may thrive for our children and our children's children. Thank you.
Thank you. We will now gratefully receive the morning offering. Thank you, Loie. Thank you, Bruce. What's given in love, we receive with great joy. Thank you. It really is too early in the morning. Let us see if my device will find the prayer. In the meantime, I invite you in this moment of silence to enjoy the pause. I invite you into this time of prayer with the words of Tim Haley. Amid all the noise in our lives, we take this moment to sit in silence, to give thanks for another day, to give thanks for all those in our lives who have brought us warmth and love, to give thanks for the gift of life. We know we are on our pilgrimage here, but a brief moment of time. Let us open ourselves here, now, to the process of becoming more whole, of living more fully, of giving and forgiving more freely, of understanding more completely the meaning of our lives here on this earth. May we enter into this silence with these prayers, the prayers of our hearts and the meditations of our minds. In the names of all those known and unknown, remembered and forgotten, in the names of all the helpers of humankind, we say, Amen, blessed be.
Good morning. When we originally decided that we'd sing this song today, it's a wonderful song. It's one of our favorites by James Taylor. We thought it was good because of the topic of the service today. And then this morning we realized it's also even more appropriate for today because of the first line of the song. The secret of life is enjoying the passage of time. So Bob was mentioning, we'll all try to enjoy the fact that that time passed a little too quickly this morning and we lost a whole hour as we're singing this. The secret of life is enjoying the passage of time. There ain't nothing to it. All you gotta do is do it. Nobody knows how we got to the top of the hill. But since we're on the way down, might as well enjoy the ride. The secret of love is in opening up your heart. It's okay to feel afraid, but don't let it stand in your way. 'Cause everybody knows that love is the only road. And since we're only here for a while, might as well show some style. Hey, 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 give us a smile. Isn't it a lovely, lovely ride? Oh, sliding down, gliding down
Try not to try too hard, it's just a lovely ride. Just a lovely ride.
A lovely ride.
Now the thing about time is that time isn't really real.
It's just your point of view. How does it feel for you? Einstein said he could never understand it all. The planets spinning in space.
Planet spinning and the smile upon your face.
Well, welcome to the human race. Isn't it a lovely, lovely ride? Oh, sliding down, gliding down. Try not to try too hard. It's just a lovely ride.
Lovely, lovely ride.
It's just a lovely ride.
A lovely ride.
Try not to try too hard. It's just a lovely ride. The secret of life is enjoying the passage of time.
Thank you, John and James, John Austin, and RK for doing the tech help on all of this. The reading I have this morning is by Kevin Tarsa. It's called Psalm 23 for This Moment. See if you can hear Psalm 23 in it. It's not as the way that I memorized it anyway, and therefore it has quite refreshing meaning to it. May I remember in this tender moment that love is my guide, always shepherding me towards ways of openness and compassion. I have what I need, really, with love at my side, above me, below me, in front of me, behind me, inside every cell of me, love infused everywhere. Just when the weight of the world I inhabit threatens to drop me in place and press my hope down into the ground beneath me, love invites me to rest for a gentle while and leads the center of my soul to the quiet, still, restoring waters nearby that somehow I had not noticed. And so love, quietly, sets me once again on its tender and demanding path, even when the walls close around me and cries of death echo through untold corners, gripping my heart with fear and sadness. I know that all will be well, that I will be well. When love whispers near to me, glints at the corner of my eye, rests with gentle and persistent invitation upon my shoulders, yes, love blesses me, even as the sources and symbols of my pain look on. Love blesses me from its infinite well, and I turn and notice that goodness and kindness and grace follow me everywhere, everywhere I go. I live in a house of love, love that will not let me go. I live in a house of love and always will. Just Getting to Be is the title of my service, and it's something that's already been woven through the pieces that have been read, the messages. You know, when we were about to have our first child, people would ask us, What are you having? And we said, a human being. Well, don't you know yet? Well, yes, we're quite sure we're having a human being. Well, don't you want to know? And it really didn't matter to us, any definition of gender, anything. We were just happy, looking forward to our firstborn child. And I hope that both our children have the sense that no matter who they were, we did not have a preconceived notion of what their lives would be. They just needed to be. They needed to be human beings. There's a sense in our men's group discussions, and you know, we don't share what each of us says, but I will say there's a lot of what we talk about of what it means to just be. I imagine the same things happen in our women's circle, in our care circles, in our grief group, and everything else. How are we today? What are we dealing with right now? How are we living and noticing life right now? Most of capitalism, the kind of system that we're living in, suggests that we should be striving, that we should always be in want. We want something. And you know, there's going to be a commercial that tells us exactly what we want. It could be one of the most mundane products ever, but if they make it look like you enjoy it on the beach or on your grand trip around the world, that's exactly what you want because you don't have it, so you have to. You're lacking something until you exchange something of your hard-earned money for it. Our whole society would collapse if you didn't buy this toothpaste, or if you didn't have this watch, or this car. How can we just be? We're often future-oriented. What's going to happen? What do you think your child will be when they grow up? What do you think you'll do? Where are you going to college? What will you major in? Are you going into the service? Which service do you want to join? What? Something must be coming. And have you figured it out already? I really shouldn't be surprised. The moment that we announce something is coming up in church, people say, well, give me all the details right now. I can't give you all the details. We don't have all the details yet. We just know something will be. In the meantime, how are you right now, today? Well, no, I want to know what's happening next. In Matthew 6:34, Jesus advised, do not worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow will take care of itself. I don't know. If you have a message like this over a couple thousand years, you'd think we'd get it. But we don't. We don't ever seem to listen to the wisdom of what's given to us. Some people say, but I have to know which choice is the right choice, which way to go, how to do. And the Buddha said, there is no path to happiness. Happiness is the path. Be a human being, not a human doing. Be a human being, not a human striving. Now, I know there are many of us who did not strive to wake up this morning and get their butts in a chair. But you know what? They're going to live in the moment anyway. I see you online there. You're in your pajamas still. It's all right. It's a book I pulled off our shelves, my shelves. It's Rumi's We Are Three, New Rumi translations by Coleman Barks. And there's a story in here, and you know, it would have been one of those stories that I should have saved for Kevin to use, but I'm greedy and I'm going to tell it to you. Don't regret what's happened. If it's in the past, let it go. Don't even remember it. A certain man caught a bird in a trap, and the bird says, I don't get this. Apparently, in earlier centuries in the Middle East, birds could talk back. But a certain man caught a bird in a trap, and the bird says, Sir, you have eaten many cows and sheep in your life, and you're still hungry. The little bit of meat on my bones won't satisfy you either. If you let me go, I will give you 3 pieces of wisdom. 1 I will say standing on your head, 1 on your roof, and 1 I'll speak from the limb of that tree. And the man was interested, and he freed the bird and let it stand on his head. The bird said, Number 1, do not believe an absurdity no matter who says it. I have no clue how Rumi knew what was going to be on TV this week. Do not believe in absurdity no matter who says it. Okay. And the bird flew and lit on the man's roof. Number 2, do not grieve over what is past. It's over. Never regret what has happened. By the way, the bird continued, in my body there's a huge pearl weighing as much as 10 copper coins. It was meant to be the inheritance of you and your children, but now you've lost it. You could have owned the largest pearl in existence, but evidently it was not meant to be. And the man started wailing like a woman in childbirth. The bird then said, didn't I just say don't grieve for what's past and also don't believe in absurdity? My entire body doesn't weigh as much as 10 copper coins. How could I have a pearl that heavy inside of me? The man came to his senses. All right, tell me number 3. Oh yeah, said the bird. You've made such good sense of the first 2. We keep being told again and again by wisdom around the world in many different ways. And we can laugh about it, but we forget to live one moment at a time, one day at a time, to notice what's going on right around us and to be, not to strive, not to acquire, not to worry about the past or the future, to let go of both of those in order to be us now, right here, right now. I wish this for myself. I hate to say it, but Christy said, I heard you talk about paying attention, Bob, last Sunday. You don't pay attention. All right, so I'm a preacher. I have to preach about the things that I know are very much needed, and I'm one of the best examples. And the same is true of this. I need to be a human being, just to be me. Not anything anyone ever dreamed for me when I was an infant. Not anything that folks would say I need to be to fit their political ideologies or their ambitions to get my money to sell whatever widgets they have. I need to just be. I admit it. I invite you to be with me and not regret the fact that the bird never got to number 3 in wisdom, because I don't get the first 2. So why get the third one? Be with me. Be with me. And if you have to kick my shins and say, Bob, did you hear that bird sing? I'll be brought right back into the present really quick. And maybe I'll forget to say thank you. But yes, calling me to attention means perhaps you are an angel in my life. May we all be for one another. Thank you for listening. Our final hymn is number 86, Blessed Spirit of My Life. I invite you to rise and sing as you're willing and able. Blessed Spirit of my life, give me strength through stress and strife. Help me live with dignity. Grant me no serenity. Fill me with all vision. Clear my mind of fear and confusion. When my thoughts flow restlessly, let peace find a home in me. Spirit of great mystery, hear the still small voice in me. Help me live my wordless creed as I comfort those in need. Fill me with compassion, be the source of my intuition. Then when life is done for me, let love be my legacy. May you go out. May you go out in love. May you spread that love to others, the glow of this chalice carried out into the world. But if you don't, it's okay. Just be. Because only you can be you. And you can be you in the exact moment that you need to be you. Not what I told you to be, not what anybody told you to be. Just be and live, breathe, and know what it is to be human. Though we extinguish this light, we know it is carried out there. Blessings on all of you in every moment, just being you.